Welcome back to another episode of Before We Forget, where I'm Duran.
And I'm Mike.
And we like to keep it short and sweet. So, Mike, you got a question for me?
I do. I've been watching some TLC shows and things like that, and I've been seeing a lot more on polyamorous relationships.
Crazy.
And so I guess my question today is, do you think a polyamorous relationship is selfish or is it selfless? Let me explain before you answer, right? When I say it's selfish, is it I want more than one partner to satisfy my needs, so I'm being selfish, regardless of the fact that maybe this person wants just me or this person may just want me? Or is it selfless in the fact that this person, I cannot provide everything that this person wants. So we get another person or maybe multiple people to make sure that everything that they need is satisfied.
I don't know, dog. I'm going to just say it's selfish because I'm just real interpersonal. I like things to be just for me.
Mm. But
And, like, I feel like if I got to go pick and choose different people for different attributes or for them to find something about me to like and for us to function, and I just shouldn't be with that person because that's not my person.
mm, let me give you an analogy, right? It's kind of like this is how I think about it right now. This is how I'm trying to picture it, right? If you want Chinese food, you go to a Chinese restaurant. If you want a burger, you go to a burger restaurant. You want pizza, you go to pizza place, right? But what if you got a taste for all of that? You just go to a buffet and you have all of that in that menu, right? So this is just a buffet of life.
That's true, but I still don't want to put myself in that situation where I got to have these different people for different things. Just being in one, like, it's not even a relationship. Being in a marriage with one woman is enough. So adding another person onto it, I'm not trying to add another person onto that because I don't. That's too much.
But you have different friends for different things,
Yeah, but when you use
right?
friends
You
like that
got
in a context, it makes it seem like I just use my friends. So I
no,
got
but I'm just saying, like you got some friends who you play the game with because y'all cool. You got other friends who you might go out to Dave and Buster's because we like doing that. You got other friends who we do the podcast together because that's our thing. Like, so like you got different friends to fulfill different needs in your life in the friendship aspect. So why not have a different partner to fulfill those needs that you have in a partner if everybody agrees to it?
because that's just again that person is just not for me because I got to have another person to do something that you're not doing. So I just feel like that's a waste of time. We wasting each other's time. I don't want to have a variety or to have a choice because then that takes the like moniker of this being special to it not being special because I'm having somebody else do something for me or I'm having somebody else be there. There's no way to spend it, and it's selfish because you want your cake and you want to eat it too, and this is the only way it's going to work. So we're going to find all the right reasons to say that this is a good thing when it's a bad thing.
But there's 8 billion people on earth, right? 8 billion. What makes you think that one person that you found is the one person who can do everything that you require or everything that you need?
Because because Hotel Transylvania said that you'll find your zing. You're supposed to find your zing, bro. You're supposed to find your zing, and that's a real thing. Don't take that lightly, because matter of fact, that's probably gonna be our next podcast thing. I'm glad I thought of that. You got to find your zing with somebody, and finding your zing is important. If I got a zing with somebody, I'm not interested. Everybody else dead to me.
Mm. Mm.
Straight like that.
I'm asking these questions to be devil's advocate, to keep the conversation going
You ain't even got to explain that to me or them. We could have this
to
conversation.
to
To
see it from the other side, because part of me likes the argument side of things where I'm trying to be the lawyer for the other side, but I think everybody knows where I stand. If you listen
because
to this podcast, you know where I
you
stand.
you're a man, and what man don't want to think of that having two women to do stuff? Because we think of all the good stuff, but you don't think about the bad stuff that's gonna come with it.
I've never thought of having two women because, and here's why, because it's hard enough being married to one.
That's what I just said, but that don't mean I ain't entertained the thought of having that. And just because I thought about it, don't make me a bad person. That's a whole man thought. Like you be like, man, but just because you thought about it, don't mean you act on it. So you just like, man, blah 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 blah. And then because something happened that train of thought came upon me, it's just, man, you see it, and just like you said, you just watch TV, boom, and you had the question. So that's the same thing. Like, man, what if it could be also simple like that? But then again, I already know what that's headed for, so I'm
See,
not
but
even finna do that.
I feel like the TV shows and the YouTube interviews and all of this, they make it seem like, oh, life is so great because, if I need to, cuddle with somebody, I have this person because she don't like cuddling. But if I need to have a serious heart to heart, I do this because this person can't. Like, they make it seem like it's the best of all these worlds. But like you said, there's the other side of it too, where, you know, yeah, this person don't like cuddling, and what happens when they see you cuddling with this person and they feel a certain type of way, even though they may like each other. Like, they feel a certain type of way. There's always a jealousy aspect. There's never somebody who, there's no way I feel like you can see this person that you love giving that type of love to somebody else, and you're just like, okay, I'm fine with it. And if so, I've not reached that level of maturity, and I never will. The person I love can give love, but it better be like that platonic friendship or family love. I don't need to see them giving the husband love that they're supposed to give to me to somebody else.
Right. So then you understand what I'm saying when I
Yeah.
say that. I'm just not about to put myself in a situation like that because it's crazy.
Here's the thing, like my wife is this weekend, my wife was in Chicago. She before she left, she asked me, she was like, "Are you gonna miss me?" Which
Nah. Nah.
which I took that as she wants, because I'm not verbally saying I'm gonna miss you while you're gone, or oh, I'm gonna miss you so much. She needed to hear that I actually am gonna miss, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna miss you. Really? Like, yes, I'm gonna miss you. Like, you're my person. Like, I am going to miss you not being here. It's gonna be weird sleeping in the bed when you're not here. I feel like if there's more pieces to that puzzle, how can you truly miss that person? Like, if I were in a polyamorous relationship and my wife left for Chicago, are you gonna miss me? Yeah, yeah, I am. But how can you believe that when I'm spending my time with so and so while you gone, and giving that same type of love that I will give her to somebody else? When I'm at work, what are y'all doing? If I come home and I try to initiate, something to go down between us, and she like, I'm not really feeling it. Why is that? Have you already done something? Are you sleeping with, like? And I'm not jealous, like, per se, but I feel like there's a respect factor for me too, and that's what could upset me.
Yeah, I'm just not even going jumping that back. That's some crazy work right there to even try to slam that together. And then you could be the most structured person. It's just too much pandemonium, but too many things that can go wrong.
I
Like,
I just
seriously, it's just too much that can go wrong in that instance. And I don't want to be here for that.
and then I will say this. we talked about it before on another episode about um, the stuff we've heard over the years working with like our coworkers, and I've had two coworkers who were in either open relationships or polyamorous relationships, um, and both of them ended in drama. Both of them contain a lot of drama where I would hear like, "Oh, so and so's mad because I'm spending time with this person, or because I'm like going out 3 times a week with this person." And there's always, I feel like there's feelings that are involved, and this is why I say it's selfish. There are feelings that involve that you either have to ignore for your own personal reason, or you have to listen to, right? But then you can't get what you want if you actually listen to what those feelings are.
Yeah, you can't have your cake and eat it too, man. That's all it boils down to. And then being in a relationship or being in that situation, like you said, you always ponder. It's like how people say they got an open marriage. I'm like, how can you have an open marriage? Because I just feel like if you wasn't ready to be in that, why would you just jump into it like that? Just do what you're doing till you feel comfortable giving yourself to somebody instead of having everybody coming in and out this revolving door. And then you brought up a good point that a lot of people get jealous when we get into those situations. So you got this person like, well, he like her more, and he be in the front room with her more than being in back here with me, and stuff like that. And that's because people like what they like. So this proves that everybody got a preference. So Sway Lee live when he said, "I ain't got no type," and then what was the next line?
Babs is
It's
the
the
only
only thing
thing
that
that
I
I like.
like. So you just told that's how people be living life. Like, bro, you just said you had a type, or you don't have one, and you just gave a description
I
for a
ain't
type,
hungry. I just want some McDonald's. What?
bruh,
What you just say?
bruh.
I just
That's
it,
like what? It's like the memes or them videos, the shorts where the dude is working out, but he use another tool that for the machine that's already there with
we
the
just
same thing. So I'm like, so you just doing it a different way and thinking you making it look good, and then you're not. And that's what a polyamorous relationship is you think it look good, and it do. It look great from the outside. We're like, all right, Playboy, you got it like that. But deep down inside, we know what that's hidden for. Boy, you ain't getting no peace. Nothing. You
mm,
got two people that can vie for your attention at any time. You got two highly explosive people that can change on you due to certain circumstances that go on in the women body a month.
periods.
And then you got to turn around and then deal with the fact that one of them they might be bipolar. And one minute they love you, the next minute they hate you. You don't know who cooking. Now you got to
Damn.
figure out food for three people. Figuring out food for two is already just like at a chaotic level, and you got to do three.
Well, I
That's
mean, the
crazy.
benefit is you could have two women in the kitchen cooking for you.
Mm,
People gonna get so mad at that.
bro, first of all, women be beefing with each other. They ain't even trying to do none of that in the first place. Women don't get along like men can. Men forge
I
friendships out
mean,
of
but in this situation, if it was a woman with multiple, I've seen one woman with multiple men. Do you feel like the men get along just fine?
the men don't care, but I feel
I see. That's why I disagree.
the men don't care.
I feel like one of the men have to be the alpha, and one of them has to be less dominant or submissive.
Well, that's because men already put ourselves in a pecking order. But like deep inside, like it's like having a parachute in the plane going down. You could get out and survive. Why would you just go down with the plane? You ain't got to do that. You forcing unnecessary structure to happen. You stressing yourself out. I'm not about to be. I don't want to be nobody's second fiddle. I think that's the real thing that bothers me. Like, choose me first.
But what
Don't.
if you're the alpha?
If I'm the alpha, it don't matter. You still got other options that you would pull up and look at for something. Like, if I'm not that much of an alpha, if you want something else,
Mm. Mm. Well, y'all let us know what y'all think.
Man, like, comment, subscribe, and we appreciate the subs, the likes, and the comments thus far. We do this for y'all. Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all on the next one.
Peace.